I use this app called Fitbod. That's like an AI
Fitbod.
train. Yeah, Fitbod. I've tried a couple different AI training apps, and it's a pretty good one. So I
I
use
use an
it.
app called Dadbod.
Okay.
Yeah, it's where you like look like a pile of garbage.
You look
That's the
pretty good.
Dadbod. Thanks, man. No, I'm still underweight. I for a brief second I had reached like back to a healthy weight, and then I got sick again, and I lost 10
Your
more
hair,
pounds.
your hair looks good, and your skin looks good.
Oh my god. Who are you? You're not the comment section I'm used to, Kurt.
Yeah,
I like this.
You're attractive man.
Oh,
You're
thanks.
an inspiration.
Wow. Holy shit. What bad thing do you have to say? I'm waiting for the other shoe to fall.
I have nothing particularly bad to say about you.
Your mom's deep anus. Kurt, seriously, like, can we take just a moment and thank God for the fact that internet names exist? Thank you to God for creating internet names like your mom's deep anus. He says, yeah, brag to the fat guy about your skinniness. No, these are two sides of the same coin. And it's a really weird thing because just because one is like presently more valued in society than the other, and it's entirely arbitrary. Really, what should be valued in society is like normative weight, not skinniness, nor like overweightness. Neither of those should be valuable. But skinniness gets this like special deference. But if you meet people who have like trouble putting on weight, I used to when I was up until I was about 33, I just had
drink
trouble.
calories. Just drink milkshakes, and you'll be great.
Dude, when I would up until 33, Kurt, I would consume 6 to 10,000 calories a day, and I just wouldn't gain weight for whatever reason. I have very high metabolism, and I was always what most people would consider underweight. And people would be like, "Will you just like put on a couple pounds?" I'm like, I'm trying, dude. Like, I'm literally trying. In the same way that someone who's like overweight would be like, "No, I'm really trying to cut like 5-10 pounds, 6 pounds, like 20 pounds, whatever." It becomes this really like this thing that people hold over you, and they're like, well, just do it because they can, and you can't. But the thing is, in American society for a very long time, my entire life, especially when you're talking about the 80s and 90s, thinness is overwhelmingly valued over not thinness, right? When really the value should be at normative healthy weight. But that's so like then people get a pass, and that's what makes anorexia so dangerous is people can like get to this unhealthy level of thinness, and people be like, oh, you look great though, like you look really good, and then the person with anorexia is like, actually I do look really good, like that's what I was looking for, but they don't, and they're like, this is awesome because people are complimenting me, I feel good about myself, I'm just going to stop eating, and then they end up getting various issues from malnutrition in the same way that someone who's overweight could get different issues in the opposite direction, right? Like, but they're both bad. I am trying to put weight back on. I took a lot of very drastic steps to cut weight from where I was because I wanted to be a specific thing. And then I lost extra after getting sick. I started to put the weight back on. I got sick again, and it's gone, and it sucks because it's really hard when you do a lifestyle shift to like suddenly shift back into something. But dude, I used to eat 6 to 10,000 calories a day until I was 33. I just couldn't put on weight. And I ate giant bowls of ice cream with chocolate sauce, pecans, cookie dough, all fucking over them. And I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. And I could not put on weight. It just didn't happen. And then I hit 33 and it's like, oh, you're like everything you eat now goes directly to your stomach. I was like, oh, well, that's cool. That's fun. But no, it's this weird thing because like I'm too thin. Like I know I'm too thin.
I mean, I'm massively overweight. I mean, I'm well into like max category obese. It's been a while since I weighed myself, but I'm like incredibly overweight.
But see, the weird thing about overweightness Now I'm not like I'm not doing some weird thing here, but one of my friends has been a power lifter his whole adult life, and he's a guy who's in tremendously good shape, but he's huge, right? He's like, if you talk to his insurance company, they're like, dude, you're way overweight, you're obese, you're morbidly obese. And he's like, have you looked at me? My pectorals could feed your children. And they're like, yeah, but the numbers say this. So like weight doesn't always tell the tale. I love that you're out there trying to like work and improve, but like never ever be down on yourself, because this is the thing that people miss about me. And this is, in my opinion, the proper approach. If people are happy with where they are, like be where you are. But in my opinion, you should always want to be improving, whatever that means. And if you're wanting to be improving, I think that's the right attitude. For me, right now, that means I need to gain between 10 and 15 pounds, preferably of muscle. Like that's what I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
For other people, it might be that they need to lose 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds. Who cares? Like you approach your life and your life changes where you are.
I need to lose like 150 pounds.
Right. But like, when did you decide you needed to lose weight, Kurt?
It's been in the struggle for years of various kinds,
Yeah,
but at least
when
I'm
did you
trying to
go?
make some progress.
When did you go? Like, I'm actually going to do this. Cause I remember when you started going to the gym is like what, 2 years ago, right? A year and a half, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So a year and a half, 2 years ago, that means 40 years you've been Kurt, who's not trying to lose weight. So you can't fucking be down on yourself for the fact that you have like this big hurdle to overcome, because for 40 fucking years, you weren't trying to overcome the hurdle. And then now you are. That just means the hurdle is higher than it would have been for someone else. Like I really fucking hate when people get after people for that shit, because like me, I was genetically predisposed to not gain weight for a very long time. Wait, so am I special? Like I'm a lazy piece of shit. It's not like I worked to maintain a small frame. Like it just happened. I was fortunate in that way. And the only reason I was fortunate is because the normative construct of our social perception of weight. Right.
Mm-hmm.
But if we were in Hawaii in 1890, I'd be a little pussy bitch. Like no one would want me. Like those men were big in Samoan society in the 19th century. Like that bigness was to be valued. And it's like, so we always treat like our current perception of reality as normative throughout all of history, but that's presentism. That's not even real. If you look at like what are beautiful women in Renaissance paintings, you go, oh my God, that bitch needs to stop going to Dairy Queen.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Talking to you, Venus de Milo, you fat fuck. Anyway.